Hi guys, welcome back again to my channel and to my kitchen. Today I am going to show you guys how to make gungo rice and peas. Alright, I have a gungo rice and peas recipe up a while back, but this one you guys wanted to know how to make it with the hard coconut cream in the pack. This is the Ultra brand. I'm going to show you how I make rice and peas, gungo rice and peas in my kitchen. Fast, easy and simple using the hard coconut cream. So if you want to see how I make this one, come on and let's go.
Jamaican, here comes the rude boy Jamaican.
Alright guys, let's talk about that peas I'm going to be using to make my gungo rice and peas. I'm using my Ultra brand. I'm just so addicted to Ultra brand products. Their products is really good. That's just me. You could use whatever brand that you like. This is a 12-ounce pack. I'm going to use half a pack of that, so that means I'm using 6 ounces of peas to make my rice and peas. Now guys, your peas, you could either soak it overnight. Gungo don't take long to cook as much as red peas or any other peas do. Well, red peas. But I'm just going to wash that off really good. Rinse it off real good. And then you just get going with it. Or like I said, you soak it overnight. So that's about it for your peas. Alright, now I'll use the Ultra brand coconut cream. Now this is the hard coconut, and this is what you guys have been asking me. How the rice and peas are going to taste when you use this. I'm going to show you that it come out just fine when you use it, and it so happens to be Ultra brand, so we're gonna find out how that is today. Yeah, now to that you are going to need pimento seeds or allspice, and then you are gonna need some salt, and you're also gonna need some scallion and thyme, one scotch bonnet pepper, and the rice that I'm going to be using. I never use any other rice besides parboil rice when I make rice and peas. It give it that special taste and flavor, and it's healthy too, extremely healthy. So I'm going to be using parboil rice for this recipe, and that is 3 cups of parboil rice. So come on and let's get started. Alright guys, we're moving on to our next step. Now that I have my peas boiling there, and my peas is nice and tender, right? You want to make sure that your piece is tender. But the next thing I'm going to do now, I'm going to go ahead and add that cream in there, and I'm going to use, this is the whole thing, but I'm going to use half of that in here. Now depending on how much you're cooking, how much rice and peas you plan on cooking, you could have used the whole entire thing. I'm just cooking for about 4 people, so I am using a half. I don't like it when it's extremely creamy, because you're gonna have problem when that thing ready for simmer down. Now I'm gonna add my scallion and thyme. I'm also gonna add my pimento seeds. Also gonna put my pepper in there. I'm gonna add some salt. Now as far as the salt go, you should know how much salt you want to put in there, okay? Alright, I'm just going to go ahead and allow this thing to melt. Alright, I'm going to come back here in about 15 minutes. Check your peas, make sure the peas is how you want it to be. How tender you want your peas to be. Check your peas. But I'm going to come back in 15 minutes, and then we're going to move on to the next step and add that rice in. So I'll see you back here in 15 minutes. Okay guys, now that my peas has been cooking for 15 minutes, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to add my rice into that. And once again guys, I'm using parboiled rice, and you could use any rice that you choose to use, but I love the taste of parboiled rice and the flavor, and it's healthy too when I'm making rice and peas. Parboiled rice is the only rice that I use to make rice and peas. My pepper is still holding. Now guys, go ahead, give it a taste test. See if you want salt, if you want to add whatever you want to add. But this is how I make my gungo rice and peas in my kitchen, right? But add anything else that you want to add in it. Don't take away nothing though. I'm going to add about a teaspoon of butter in there. You can put butter or margarine, and you don't have to put it if you don't want to put it. Now guys, you want to make sure that your fire is turned down, and your fire must be between low and medium heat, because you want this thing to steam and you don't want it to burn. So I'm going to put my foil paper on top, and it's going to trap in all the flavor and steam the rice and peas the way I want it to come out. Alright, it's going to steam it, so all that flavor is going to be trapped into the pot and go right through every rice grain. So that is how I do it. So I'll come back half an hour, low to medium heat, and this thing is going to be done. See you back. Okay guys, so your rice and peas is done. That is your Gungo rice and peas. The rice is nice and steady, just the way that I want it to come out, because I'm doing all kinds of things right now. I'm cooking things anyway. Okay guys, I hope you enjoyed this. It's very easy and simple to make. Don't forget to like and share, thumbs up. Let me know what you want to see me cooking next in my kitchen. Hope this video was helpful, and as always, from my kitchen to your kitchen, enjoy. I'm gonna let this cook for a good 30 minutes on medium heat. Cover it up nice and make it simmer, and when it's done simmer, it's time for we eat. So see you back in a few minutes.
So this is in with your foundation, full coverage, you know, like bam. And last but not least, the last thing I tend to go for in my makeup collection is this palette right here. Let me show you what this baby looks like. It has a whole bunch of concealers. I believe it's $10 for this palette.